Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. Today we're going to be talking about fixed ops velocity. And Ted, a lot of exciting things happening in this industry today.
Sarah, you're so right. Among them is that we get to welcome Tej Soni today from FrogData. They are the industry automotive leader in decision analytics. Tej, welcome to the Fixed Ops Roundtable.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and great to be here.
We've heard a lot about fixed ops and what you're doing at FrogData. I know our team had a chance to meet you last year at NADA. So, first of all, congratulations on all the success that you're having. And you're starting to see FrogData everywhere now.
Thank you. I hope we dominate eventually. No, we just want to help dealers. That's it.
So, tell us a little bit more about you and the company, and give our audience a little bit of the background in case they don't know yet.
Well, we're one of the few companies still around. For example, the reason being, we started in 2002 when everything was new. So we've been through the entire journey. We started, we do stock images. We're the largest producer of content for the automotive industry with studios in LA and in Belgium. We do digital retail platforms, websites. And then 10 years back, we launched FrogData. And, we always try to find innovation so that it can help dealers. In 2014, I was looking at what next? Where's we've done the websites, we've done CRM, we've done content. What's the next evolution? And then we were looking, it's going to be data because the dealers have too many silos of data within the organization. They've got the DMS, they have the CRM, they have the service appointment, they have the service management, all these systems, and they're logging into one, two, three, four dashboards at the same time and trying to get information. And there's no central repository of that. It was just that simple idea that we need to bring data together. And then it was literally 6 years of building the platform, getting solving all the problems that come with integrating data across every DMS, every CRM, every service appointment and marketing system, Google Analytics, vAuto. So we've brought all the data into one data mart. Now, once you get all the data in place, very interesting things start happening. And what we've done with FrogData, and this is before ChatGPT, remember, we were doing machine learning well before ChatGPT was even in the lexicon, right? And our goal was all the reporting that you see in systems is designed by us. It's your imagination, it's your needs. And you're saying, I want this report, and the system gives you that report. And in reality, what's happening is the data is saying something else. So with FrogData, we let the data speak. That's how I put it. All right. We remove the noise from the signal. We take the signal and then we create insights and predictive analytics and what to do's and all of that by understanding what the data is saying, not by what we want to see. And that changes things dramatically because if you have an open mind and you listen, it's going to tell you things that you are probably contrary to your beliefs or to your, what you've been doing for the longest time. So the good thing is we've built this platform which serves us not only in fixed ops but in other parts of dealership operations. The tough part is getting dealers to accept change. And that's our mission. Like, how do we help them adopt it and improve their operations? So it's been 23 years. We're still there. Virtually every competitor who was around at that time has been acquired or has shut down. But, we're still there and we still build great products and we're having fun.
Tej, it's so fascinating to hear just the journey that Frog Data has been on over the last 23 years. And I'm thinking about our retailers that are listening today, and you're so right. I'm imagining service directors are sitting there at their desk with, 10 different browser tabs open, and they're in so many different systems trying to make sense of all these different data points. Why is this so important to dealers right now at this time?
Let me talk about fixed ops velocity because I can go on all day about the rest of it. And the reason we came out with fixed ops velocity is we see a clear need for dealerships to improve marketing so that it drives traffic to the service lane. All right. I talk to service managers or the fixed ops director and say, look, you've been given a goal. You get targets, you have to fulfill it. but there's no marketing dollars behind it.
Yes.
And the guys in the front, sales, used car, new cars, they're getting $30,000 a month to generate leads and all that, and they're not making money. You're the guys making money, and your budget is like 2 or 3 thousand, barely, right? And they all nod their heads, yes, that's true, and say, we need to get a program that actually works for you. The second problem that we have in service marketing is it's invariably directed towards in warranty customers. Everything that OEM does, everything that all the large companies out there are doing, are addressing in the customers within warranty, trying to get them back in during the warranty period. The post warranty customers are going to the service shop around the corner. Why? Because they think dealers are expensive. They think, oh, I can't go to a dealership, it's going to cost me too much, I can't afford to pay for it, so let me go to the shop around the corner. The reality is dealers are not only literally the same price, but they're highly competitive nowadays. And they'll not you don't have to go to two places. You don't have to go to Jiffy Lube and the tire center and somewhere else for repairs. You go to a dealership, they'll do your oil change, wheel alignment, and transmission repair all at the same place. They're competitive in pricing, and you can book an appointment online. And the best part is you get OEM parts.
That's
With
right.
OEM parts, your vehicle value is retained. And, for the dealership, it's a great deal because you sell more parts, and it's good for the OEM because they sell more parts. But we need to have this program which targets post warranty customers. And all those customers shopping online. And
Yes.
another big difference in customer behavior is when you have a warranty repair, you go to your dealership because you know it's covered, and you're willing to wait 2 or 3 days or a week even to get an appointment. If you're going in for a scheduled service, you know well beforehand, you'll schedule it and go in. The post warranty customers, they come into the market when there's a breakdown, when something bad happens, when they're in need of urgent repair. They're not going to go in and wait on an appointment system, wait for a week. They want to call someone, get an appointment, get in there. So that's the change we need to implement. So, one, target them, target the post warranty customers. Two, make sure that someone attends to them with the immediacy that's needed. So, I'm calling in, car's not starting, single mom needs to get to work, she wants the car repaired, calls the dealership. So, that's the change we need to do. But if we can get those customers in, guess what? Their customer pay billing. It's highly profitable for dealerships, and then they get a customer for life. So that's what we are trying to do with fixed ops velocity messaging. Target the customers who are in the market looking for repair in their post warranty, and help dealers connect with them and bring them into the shop.
Tej, you're so right. Right on the money. Fixed ops velocity is something that's needed right now. And like you mentioned, go back 20 some years, even 10 years, even 5, 6, 7 years. The budget for fixed operations in the marketing area has been minuscule, nothing. All right, and all the money gets directed towards the front end and the sexy part of the dealership and the sales side. But I think dealers are now realizing, like you said, the fortune is in the follow up and in the fixed ops. And with the average age of vehicles now,
Yep.
what, 12 plus years? I see. All right,
Yes.
and Tej, what the other thing we recently were discussing here at the roundtable is most of the DMS companies store the dealer's information, but only for 5 years. All right.
Mhm.
So really, the average age is 12 years. The
Mhm.
dealers need a resource to be able to tap into this and to be able to market to those customers. And you're right, the competition is not the next dealer with the same nameplate down the street. It's all the ones they pass on the way there, and
Exactly.
the age and mileage of the vehicle. That's the opportunity.
Yeah.
And Sarah, I know a lot of this hits home. We've discussed this lately as well, some of these circumstances he just mentioned.
It definitely does. And Tej, it's really exciting, for dealers listening today because, I'm sure there's a lot of dealers that are really, really looking at this closely now, especially, again, as new car prices continue to climb and we're seeing an average of $50,000 or more MSRP on a new car. I would love to get some examples, like as far as some success stories that you've had, with fixed ops velocity, and dealers that have really been able to embrace this and have that kind of difference?
Well, we have success stories. I don't think I should mention names without their permission, but there's a big Ford dealership that came on the program. And one of the things we did for them is we said, look, there's couple of things you need to do. We need to improve your online business profile. So, you have a Google My Business listing. It should have a service section. It should have the offer. So we went and upgraded Google My Business, upgraded Yelp, did all the social media other than Facebook. We don't consider Facebook good for business, but every other update that's possible. And then we gave them a dedicated website for service. And they're like, I don't need a dedicated website. I already have a website which is with a service section. And I can't explain this enough. I tell them, listen, please understand how Google works, right? Google has taken it upon themselves. We're going to get the best information to our customers. So when someone searches F-150 repair, it's going to bring up the service shop whose entire website is dedicated to repair. When they look at a dealership website, only 10% of your website is repair. He says, maybe he does repair, but he's not the repair shop.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you want to compete online, you need to be very clear. I am dedicated repair shop. I mean, I can do repairs and I'm Ford, and these are the reasons you come to me, and you explain it. And so it gives you a chance to, do your messaging that, hey, if you come, you have a waiting lounge, you have loaners, you have, Uber rides, all of that taken care of if you bring your car. So there's so much the dealer can offer. And again, purely from a internet marketing point of view, if you think of internet as falling rain and a website as a cup of, in which you're gathering water, the more websites you have, the more traffic you're going to get. It's a very, very simple, formula. So we tell the dealer, it's in the program. If you don't want it, we don't lower the cost, but get a dedicated website. It's going to generate a ton of phone calls. And guess what? We're generating up to 100 phone calls a month for appointments alone. Okay. And it's costing them less than $3 a call.
Tej, that's brilliant. Okay.
Yep.
The website focus, you mentioned the Google My Business with the website, and a
Uh-huh.
website that's focused on these repairs. And you were very generous by giving them 10%, okay, for service repairs. I don't even think it's that much on their current website,
It's
if
not.
that.
Yeah, and you have to update. It's not, when a customer is looking for service and he has to navigate through new cars and used cars and then get to the service section. All you have are coupons, and that's it. We want to tell the customer, hey, when you come in, this is the experience you're going to have. Look, this is how a service base look. Here's a video of us doing this. People are used to that kind of, information today when they go online. And if you don't provide that, you'll always get the warranty customers. Well, almost always, right? But remember, we're talking about the customer who's not a warranty customer. He's coming into the market, and there is a chance of even conquest. You can get other brands in. My vision is for dealerships to have a service only location
Yes.
separate
Yep.
from the dealership. They should be generating so much business. And we see that extensively in Europe. We do a lot of business in Europe. I mean, in Germany, we just launched, I was mentioning we launched Ford, and we have 400 locations which are service only for Ford. 400 websites dedicated just to service. So it is a big thing. Service is the profit generator. It has to be a focus area, and you have to not only do it right, but put some money behind it, and it's going to pay you back 10 times.
Tej, dealers are now making their plans for 2026. I agree with everything you just said. Fixed ops, service, and parts. This is now the front of the house. All right. It is the house. All right. And that's where the revenue is generated. That's where the focus needs to be. And what you just described is brilliant. And first time I've heard about it, I heard about what you're doing with fixed ops velocity. I didn't realize how intense it was and all the history you've got behind it. So this is really something our dealers need to do as we move forward, not just into the fourth quarter, but now their plans they're making their plans now for the new year.
Mhm.
And this is Tej, this is different. This is different than anything I've seen out there. I know Sarah will probably reiterate that, but Tej, this is entirely focused on fixed ops. I love it.
Yeah, and I tell the dealers, look, I'm not here to increase your cost. Okay, let's be very clear about it. Well, we don't want you to spend a single dollar more than you're already spending, but you should apportion some of your existing budget to service. If you're spending $6,000 or $8,000 a month on Google Ads, take $1,000 and put it on ads specific for service marketing. Take some money and put it towards a dedicated website. Take some money and put it on good SEO. Take it away from your existing. You will barely see a drop in your Google leads for new cars. It's very competitive. It's $5 to $8 a click. I'm giving you clicks at 25 cents.
And the ROI
It's incredible.
is huge.
We
Okay.
record every call, so we know how many of them. And so here's what we're doing: we're recording all the calls, and then we have an AI platform that reads all the transcripts and gives a report to the dealer and how many appointments were booked based on the calls. Then we take the call data and we match it with the DMS, and we show the dealer how many people called in and then actually, uh, s- you know, did business with them because there's a repair order with that number on it.
Tej, this is incredible to hear just the entire ecosystem that you've created. I mean, this really makes a huge difference in the customer experience too. I mean, I'm just thinking about, like you mentioned, households, they may have different cars in their garages from different brands, but they're trying to navigate figuring out, all right, what is the best place that I can get my family's vehicles serviced? And this is just, it's really next level. But as far as the dealer listening today, I'm sure they're wondering, what is the best way to get started? How do I start on this journey? What information do I need to prepare, for frog data and for fixed ops velocity?
So that's the good news. We are a full service program. Now, when we sign up a dealership, we start with an onboarding which walks through, hey, what are your goals? How much business do you want? What's your real problem? Is it technicians? Is it spare capacity? Is it product mix? We go down that, and then we craft a marketing program for which is specific to that dealer. So we had this dealer who came to us. He's in a mall. I don't remember which city, and he says, I get a lot of traffic, which this was a repair shop. We get a lot of traffic coming in from 50 miles away and coming into the mall. I'd like to offer them service while they shop. And so we had to craft a complete new program for them because it's addressing shoppers who are coming. Hey, drop your car in. By the time you're done, your repairs will be done, and
Brilliant.
things like that. So it has to be customized to a great
You
extent.
customize it. Yeah.
We
Okay.
customize it because, and there's a team works on it, and there's so much of data that we go through. We're a data analytics company, right? So we're actually doing the next step now. We're talking to the dealer and say this should be a product mix. If I benchmark all the dealers, you should be doing, let's say, 10 transmission jobs every month, right? But I'm seeing that you're doing only five. But if you're a Ford dealer, I know the F-150s come in for repair after about 3 years, and there's 50% of them who need a transmission job. By the way, I've looked into your DMS and I've identified 200 F-150s you've sold 3 years back who would most likely need a transmission job. Can I do an email campaign for you?
Brilliant.
That's in the program, by the way.
Tej, I love it. Um, I have to confess, I didn't know it was this good.
I call it automotive mastermind for service.
Okay, I love
That,
it.
that
Um,
includes the marketing plus automotive mastermind for service.
all right, here we are in mid-November. As I mentioned, dealers are looking forward. We've got a lot of dealers here on the roundtable, especially I think the early adopters, I would call them, and the first, second, and third, and fourth, and fifth waves beyond that. Um, I want to invite you back and let's talk a little bit more about this on our next roundtable. But in the meantime, okay, if our dealer wants to ask questions, get some more information on what you're doing, maybe find out, like you said, how this will work for them. All right.
Mhm.
Um, Tej, what's the next step for our dealers? How do we get in touch and how do we find out more?
They can just go to our website, submit a lead. That's the easiest way. And I think at the end of this, they can email me, tej@ismocars.com. I get every lead that comes into the company from every country. So I'm on top of it.
Tej, you're the CEO. You started this. Congratulations to you,
you.
your team, and your just amazing concepts, and you're applying them to real life. And this is needed right now. Tej, on behalf of the Fixed Ops Roundtable, Sarah and I want to wish you and your family and the Frog Data family here in the States a happy Thanksgiving next week. And
Thank
like I
you.
said, I'd like to have you back on our next show, and let's talk a little bit more, and let's find out even more details about this. I
Thank you.
love Fixed Ops Velocity.
Wish you all happy Thanksgiving as well. And before I go, one last thing. We were just picked up by Ford Direct to be their preferred partner on the Ford shop for all of Ford dealers. And all Ford dealers get a special discount if they go to the shop.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Very powerful. Tej Soni, everybody.
Thank
CEO of FrogData. The product is Fixed Ops Velocity. You heard it here on the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Get the information you need now, and look forward to hearing a lot more from this gentleman and from FrogData in the near future. So, Tej, on behalf of the Roundtable, thank you for all you do.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me again.
FrogData, everybody. Fixed Ops Velocity here with us today at the Fixed Ops Roundtable.